Hey loves, it's Amber and welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, hi, hello, welcome, and welcome back to our New Horizons Legacy Challenge. So it has been quite a while since we've been here in this series. We've had a new pack, at least one new pack released, and we've kind of started some new series, but I did want to hop back into this legacy challenge. I've been doing a lot of work on it in the background, so I have updated the rules quite a bit. The most updated version of the rules will always be in the description down below, but make sure to check that out if you are curious. So we are here with Sage. She is our founder and our Generation 1 heir, and she has just given birth to our first member of Generation 2. Her name is Clementine, but I'm thinking about changing it. We'll talk about that later. But for those of you that don't remember, Sage did not want this baby. So we have this tense moodlet, new baby. The baby's born. It's a relief to not have to deal with the pregnancy anymore, but a great stress to have an unwanted baby to take care of. Ha, maybe Sage will get used to it. We'll see. She also has this difficult feelings moodlet. It is hard to be near a child who inspires much more panic and sadness than it does joy. It's not the child's fault. It's not necessarily the parent's fault either. Were Sage to try to explain this to others, she would be met with nothing but horror and judgment. Yet how is one supposed to force themselves to not feel the sadness they feel and to feel a happiness they do not? And perhaps there is love for this child somewhere within Sage. Perhaps. But as of now, it cannot be found or felt, overrun by upset. So she is actually really struggling with this delivery. She did not want a child right now. Her and Sorren are not in the best place. They are our first generation Sims. So as you can see here, they spent every dime they have. They have 71 simoleons left, and their house is pretty much empty. They can't really afford anything. They don't have as much farmland as they would want. They don't have that many crops. They only have 2 chickens. One of them is a chick. Like, they just aren't in a good place. And Sage is really pretty panicked about that. The idea of having a child right now just was very difficult for her. But based on the rules of the challenge, we don't have medical care yet for this generation, so no birth control. So her and Sorren got married maybe a few episodes ago, and they pretty much got pregnant right after that. So they don't have any way to access birth control, and you know, they're a happy couple. They're woohooing, and they ended up pregnant, and it's just really put a strain on their kind of feelings. Their relationship is still doing really well. They actually have like almost a perfect relationship, but they're both just kind of struggling with being parents in this new kind of stage of their lives. Additionally, we do have our best friend Kennedy. She also has a baby, so this is her son Aaron. And Aaron has actually been very difficult for Kennedy's relationship. Her and her partner have had a lot of issues with that. And so Sage just kind of talked to her about it, and she's just really not feeling very sure about it with everything. But she is up. She does need to go to the potty, but we're just going to go ahead and take care of Clementine. And speaking of, I'm thinking about changing Clementine's name. So I just went with Clementine because it's like a cute garden themed name. But the second generation is going to be the harvest generation. It's actually going to be yellow. So I'm trying to decide if we should switch to a more yellow themed name. You can let me know if you have any ideas in the comments below. I was kind of thinking of going with like Sunny. I know it's maybe a little bit stereotypical, but I think it's cute. So let me know what you think about that below. But I am going to go ahead and get Sorren up and have him just go ahead and harvest all of our crops because it is Saturday. So we will be able to take everything to the Finchwick Fair today and make a lot of money because we need to make money. We have 71 simoleons and a new baby, and they really want to try and get some more things for the farm. We really want like a large animal, so getting a cow would be really good. We need some more chickens. I think our hen here is actually an elder. No, she's still an adult, but she's been an adult for a while, and our rooster is just a chick. So we want to try to get some more of everything. So I'm gonna have him just harvest everything. And let's see, does anything need to be watered? I'm not sure. He doesn't have as high of a gardening skill as our girl Sage. She is our primary gardener, which is kind of what she needs to do for her generation. She currently has the freelance botanist aspiration, which we do want to complete, but I also want to have her complete the country caretaker aspiration as well. So she will be working on both of those. Additionally, I'm going to go ahead and have Sorren go around and harvest all the prairie grass. And I'm going to just kind of spend some time with our chickens just to make sure that they're both doing well. We'll just kind of talk to them and take care of them. It does look like Clementine needs a diaper change. So after we get done with the chickens, we are going to try to go over here and take care of our girl. We'll go ahead and change her diaper and give her a little silly face. Sorren is finding some nectar, which is good. So Sorren is going to be a nectar maker once we can afford it. He does have this little rack of just nectars that he's been able to find while he's kind of playing with the grass. Neither of them, I think, are finely aged. Yeah, this one's lightly aged and this one's moderately aged. I don't know why, but these are kind of glitched. So like this says it's worth 20 simoleons, but it's worth 630. This one says 30 and it's worth 240, but I don't want to sell any of them until they are finally aged. So maybe some of these ones he's picking up now are going to be finally aged. That would be great. And I am going to go ahead and have her attempt to bond with our girl just because I want to see if maybe we can learn to enjoy our baby a little bit more. I don't think anything happened with that. I don't think she was able to do that, but hopefully she will. I'm hoping that she's going to kind of come to terms with her feelings for the baby soon enough. I mean, she kind of has to. We don't really have a choice. We have her. She is here now. So she's just going to have to learn to get used to it. I am going to go ahead and let's scatter feed nearby. I don't see the option for that. So let's just clean the coop. I think it's a little dirty, so we'll just go ahead and clean it. I'm really just kind of passing time until Sorren gets done getting everything. He has so much stuff in his inventory. I wonder, okay, so like this apple nectar is finally aged and it's worth 1100 simoleons. That's beautiful. This one is not yet aged. We have two that are not yet aged, so I'm just going to plop those into our nectar rack because the one that's already finally aged is absolutely the boost that we need. I think it'll let us pay for the community lot that we've unlocked. So when I originally did these rules, all you needed to unlock the lots was kind of the skill. So she could unlock a park with just, let me check. I'm pretty sure she could unlock the park with just a gardening level of right. So when I initially did these rules, I let her unlock the park with just a gardening level of 6, but I went ahead and changed that. So you need a gardening level of 6, you need to plant a garden with at least 10 plants, and we need to donate 1,000 simoleons towards community improvement. So basically we just kind of need to pay for it. So I think that we have managed to do that part. She does have the gardening level, and I think we probably actually have enough. I'm sure we have enough plants because we had like all the jumbo crops, and it's not 10 different plants, it's just 10 plants total. So she's definitely got enough plants. We have everything but the 1,000 simoleons, which I think once we go to the fair today, we should have enough simoleons. We do also need to come in here and take care of our plants in our little greenhouse area. We do have some out of season plants, so I'll have him go ahead and come in here and take care of those as well. I'll let her take care of the trash. We kind of struggle with the trash. I do have the lot challenge for like a never ending trash can, so she needs to try to take care of it. I guess we should sort out recyclables. Fletcher is calling. Okay, so Fletcher's calling. He wants to know if he could hang out with Christopher Campos. I'm not sure who that sim is for this series because I wanted to feel really connected with all my sims. I am actually creating all the townies. It is still like randomly generating townies. You know how the Sims 4 is. But I'll say sure, and maybe if we see that particular sim or they pop up a lot, then we'll just go ahead and give them a makeover and let them be a part of this series. Otherwise, we'll just have them. I'm gonna have her pull this out and recycle it. Looks like everything else is good. So the big thing that we need to do today is go to the Finchwick Fair. which starts at 3:30. So we have a little bit before that starts, and then we'll just take everything to sell. I'm kind of thinking that I'm going to send Sage, just because I think that our girl's gonna run away a little bit. She is really struggling with this new mom thing, so I think she's going to volunteer to go to the fair. You know, Sorren doesn't have to worry about it. She's just gonna take all these collectibles and sell them, and he can hang out here with the baby because, well, someone has to. So that's what I think she's going to offer to do. So I'm just gonna give her everything that he's got in his inventory. Also take care of all these trash piles. Having this like lot challenge has been more difficult in this series than I expected it to be. I don't think I've ever dealt with it before. And the amount of times that I'm like, what is all this trash, is actually insane. I also do need to cop into game options. I have Bust the Dust on, but they are living off the grid, and the vacuums don't work off the grid, so we gotta turn the dust off. Maybe I'll get a mod to let Bust the Dust work off the grid, but for now, it's fine. I think we will be just fine without it. Sorren probably needs to clean up a little bit. Sage is actually a slob, so the house is actually always a mess because she kind of is always making things filthy and leaving everything filthy because our girl just does not care. She just doesn't care. She doesn't let it bother her. It's just not gonna happen. Oh, is this a trash plant? I feel like this is definitely a trash plant. I put that trash down for like exactly 2 seconds, but it's fine. You know what? I'm gonna water it. We're gonna take care of our trash plant. We're gonna get trash fruit. I don't care. We can probably make something out of it. Also, our best friend Kennedy has come over, so let's go ahead and invite her in. Let's see how she's doing. Like I mentioned earlier, she also has a little one, and yeah, I don't, wait, is she hurt by us? No, she's not hurt by us, and so we don't have a negative sentiment, and I think that that's just a sentiment that she's dealing with. I think that her and her partner are really having a lot of issues. So let's do some gossip about other parents. I also saw one that I've never seen before, which is, I don't know where it would be. Like, we could enthuse about the upcoming wedding. I kind of want to see what's going on with that. Like, is the wedding still on? They've actually been engaged longer than Sage and Sorren, so I'm just kind of curious about that. I wanted to see, I saw one that was like swap baby milestones. I see brag about baby, but that's definitely not something I think that Sage would want to do. She's not feeling super excited about the baby. We could discuss expanding family, but I don't think that's what I want either. We could brag about owning planters, sure, why not? But honestly, since she's here, I think maybe what we'll do, she keeps having that negative sentiment, and I keep worrying that it's them, but I really don't think it is. I think what we'll do, since she's here and the Finchwick Fair has started, I think she's going to be like, oh, Sorren, we're just going to head into town and go to the fair. I'll just sell everything. You and Clem, y'all will be fine. We'll be back. Don't worry. So I think she's just going to abandon them a little bit because our girl's not the motherly type. So she's going to abandon him, and her and Kennedy are going to head into the fair. So I'm pretty sure this is like a garden fair. So I think we could actually compete in this one. I think I am going to update the rules, say that you need to complete a Finchwick Fair, or at least have it be optional, because kind of a mixture of like having all the packs and not having all the packs for this challenge. Let's see. I don't know. I feel like I should submit green pea because I have nice green peas, but they didn't pop up at the top, but I'm going to go with that. And then this is actually Kellen. This is actually Kennedy's partner. They're not married. And let's enthuse about the upcoming wedding to him. Let's see if he's also feeling a little bit cagey about the wedding. They're not married yet, but they have been together, and he's really good friends with our husband Sorren. Let's go ahead and compliment his entry. I'm not sure what he entered, but whatever, we'll compliment it. And then let's go ahead and get over here and let's haggle with Miss Agnes. So as you can see here, you have the option to sell for a 10% profit, which is why we are selling on Saturdays at the fair specifically, as opposed to selling other days. We have sold on some other days before, just when we needed to like really make some money. Like I think right before we had the baby, we did some selling, but overall I'm gonna try to sell when I can get a little more money for it. So I'm gonna have her try and haggle. We'll see if Agnes is going for it. She's not a lot of times, but honestly, she should be in a good mood today. Okay, she's going for it. She's gonna give us 25%. So let's sell all of our items and let's see how much money we can make. We have that Nectar, so I think we'll be doing really good. Yeah, it's like 1,500 simoleons. And then, I don't know if y'all realize this, but there's no way to just like spam through this. So I'm just going to click through all of these and then I'll come back with y'all once I have everything all tallied up and we'll see how much money they're going to make. Okay, so a thing I learned, and I don't know if it's because I have UI cheats. I do have UI cheats in, but if you right click, it actually goes by tens. So that definitely made this a lot easier for me as opposed to clicking for 203 times. But we are going to sell everything for a lovely profit of 4,159 simoleons. We're selling. It's good. We love that. Thank you, Agnes. You're an absolute queen. I am going to risk it here and attempt to haggle again because I want to buy seeds. So we have like 3 seeds for the jumbo crops. No, she didn't go for it the second time. It's fine. It's fine. It was more important to me to get an extra profit than it is for me to get a little bit of a sale. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get one of all of the jumbo seeds. And then I'm hoping I can find maybe something to get for Sorren. I was thinking of trying to get him some grapes. These are 41 simoleons, which is maybe not worth it, but I want to get him grapes because I know that he's really into nectar making and I want him to be able to make some. So I'm actually going to have her get 2 of all the seeds because we have a lot of money now. I'll get 2 of all the ones I don't have one of already. So I have watermelon, pumpkin, and lettuce. So I'm going to get some seeds and maybe some other little things. We'll see. Okay, I think that's everything we need. We're not getting that much, only 248 simoleons, but we got some seeds. I got a couple of extra things. So if we look here, I should have 2 of all the seeds. So we've got 2 watermelons, 2 pumpkins, 2 lettuce, 2 aubergine, and 2 mushrooms, which is perfect. We got our grape for Sorren. And then I just got like a couple of like little canned goods because I thought that would be good. I also got a daisy and a grape because if I don't change Clem's name to Sunny, the other option I had in mind was Daisy. So I wanted to get a daisy just in case we decide to go with that for her name. Let me know which you prefer. Do you like Sunny or do you like Daisy more? Also, this is kind of interesting. This is actually a sim. I gave her a little bit of a makeover, but this is Skylar. She is Rowan's daughter. When we started the series, she was actually a child. So she's aged up and she's so beautiful. So I went ahead and gave her a makeover just because she looked, well, you know how Sims age up in this game. She looked a little crazy, but it's fine. She's beautiful now. And then let's come over here and give a cheerful introduction to Riley. I thought we already knew her. She is Fletcher's wife, who Fletcher literally called us earlier. So I kind of thought we already knew her, but I guess we don't. And then I guess Kennedy ditched us earlier, but it's fine. We're just kind of hanging out here. We don't want to be at home, so we don't mind. We'll just kind of hang out, chat with the locals, just get to know everyone. I am, because I said I would, to unlock the park, and because we have enough money, I'm going to go ahead and subtract 1,000 simoleons from her. That way we can donate it to the community lot. I don't think there's any way for us to donate it or anything like that. We need to just I thought we could do subtract, but we can't. So we need 2,982. Go. So minus 1,000 simoleons. So we have officially met the requirements to unlock the park. And we're still doing really good money-wise. So I think when we get home, that means we should try and get some new items. More importantly, I get like a cow. It's kind of what I have in mind. She is pretty hungry. The shops are closed for the day, but I think there might be some grills over here. So I am actually going to have her go ahead and grill. And this is a little cheaty because technically she can grill whatever. We're not on a simple living lot because we're in the park. We're off of our home lot, but I am just going to go ahead and let her grill some baked potatoes. These are just potatoes. I think we have potatoes at home, so if I needed to, I could just subtract the potato when we get home, but we'll make some baked potatoes. It's pretty easy and it'll take care of her needs. So we'll just come here and grab a serving. I think she is also cold. So let's go ahead and get her changed. We don't want her to freeze to death. That's real inconvenient. I'm just going to put on her regular wear. We'll see if she's still cold in that. If so, we can always branch it out. She's also feeling a little bit stressed. She did get a new friend. I'm not sure if it's Clementine or Kellen. I honestly don't know, but she has a new friend and she's a little bit stressed out about getting a new friend because she does have the close-knit lifestyle, which I honestly think is hilarious. I am going to put these potatoes in my inventory because we'll try to take those home to Sorren if we can. I'm kind of hoping that this festival ends soonish. I don't know how long it's going to take, so I want to try and hang out, but I imagine that she's kind of got to start to feel a little bit guilty from, you know, not going home. I wish we could eat some of these pies. Yeah, I imagine she's got to be feeling at least a little guilty from leaving Sorren and the baby at home, but our girl is, you know, not less enthused about fruitcake. She loves fruitcake. She's just not, her maternal instincts haven't quite kicked in, but I'm sure they will eventually. This little sim is cute. I don't think this is one I added, but I just honestly kind of love the gray hair. I think it's sort of iconic. Let's have a Henford heart-to-heart with King. He is the grocery shop owner. Because I deleted all the townies, or I'm using Seriously Sims blank save file, they just kind of generated in a new grocery shop owner. I did give him a little bit of a makeover just to kind of, you know, help him along. He wasn't terrible, but he's better now, so I think he actually turned out pretty cute. Let's compliment his outfit. He's got his grocery shop outfit on, but let's compliment him anyways. Love it always pops up brag about baby. You know what? Let's do it. Let's commit. Let's say she's bragging about baby because she feels like that's the right thing to do, and she's trying to tell herself that she's excited about it, so she's gonna brag about her baby. She's got a baby. Oh, he didn't like it. Maybe he can tell that she's being fake, which she is, but that's honestly kind of hilarious. She isn't someone that I don't think would ever want to have children, by the way. I think that she wants kids in general, but just not a baby right now, which is what she got, which I think will be interesting in the future, because I think if they were to have another child later, once they're in a better financial position, she would have a much better relationship with that child, which I think could certainly affect the way that Clementine grows up, and maybe could cause some resentment. Maybe would be a good reason for her to be our future heir, because she's kind of struggling with the concepts of not being wanted by her parents. Which, it looks like the festival's over. Okay, there we go. Oh, we got third place this time. Okay, this is the first time we've actually won. So I think we got 50 simoleons, a fertilizer, and a third place ribbon. And we unlocked the recipe for flirty treats. But it's very late. The festival's over. It's not feasible for us to stay out any longer. So we are going to go ahead and head back home. I think we pretty much just have to get straight to sleep. Hopefully Sorren has been taking care of Clem, and there's not anything for us to do, which is wild for me to say considering I literally wasn't doing anything. But I'm going to let her just take a quick shower and then get to bed. And for Finchwick Fair competition result, congratulations, your plant won third place at the Finchwick Fair. Please check your Sim's household inventory to find your plant. Be sure to prepare for next week's Finchwick Cow Fair. Okay, so next week is the Cow Fair, and I think that's actually a perfect segue once she gets out of the shower, I'm gonna send her to sleep, and the thing that I did want to get is a cow. So we're gonna hop into build mode, and we have to get a cow. So I think it's outdoor activities, there we go. And let's get a nice green animal shed, and our girl's gonna get herself a cow. I think, gonna get also another row of plant, just because I feel like the more plants we have for this generation, the better. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get a few more of those. Then I was wondering if there was like a farmer packet, but maybe not. It's fine. We're gonna get that. And then I'll wait to purchase an animal until she gets up in the morning, just because I don't want her to be like ignoring the cow when it comes out. I want her to be there with it as soon as we get up. But that's gonna be so exciting for in the morning. I also probably should have bought some stuff for family. We are still living kind of a not ideal life, so I'm gonna have Sorren go ahead and get up and take care of the baby. I'm gonna have him bottle feed her. I think Sage is getting attacked by spiders. Oh, she was, but I think it stopped actually, which is fair. And otherwise, I'm just gonna have her go ahead and come in here and repair these items, because we need to do that. And then honestly, I probably should have just let her go back to sleep. It's like 3:40 in the morning, but he needs to pee. So if she repairs the toilet for him, maybe he'll be able to go. Let's have him try and use the toilet. And then someone needs to change him. So we'll just go ahead and change her dirty diaper and try to go back to sleep for just a couple hours. It will be just a couple hours. Oh, forgot about those baked potatoes. They're not spoiled yet. Probably pretty close, and I honestly don't know that the refrigerator is doing anything. It's off the grid, and I don't think we've gotten ice in quite a while, so it's probably basically the same thing as, yeah, it's pretty much the same thing as them being out. So what I'm actually gonna do is have him get one of the baked potatoes now, after he gets done taking care of the baby. That way he can, looks like she still stinks, but she's not sad. So I guess he changed her diaper, or she just not care. No, he did not change her diaper. He just picked her up. So I guess Mother of the Year, go off. It's fine. I can't say anything. He's honestly still better than her mother. So that's, I guess, as good as our little Clem gets. So let's go ahead and come over here and enter dirty diaper. Let's have him attempt to bond with her as well. I don't know if this is something you need to do a certain amount of times for it to work, or if it just kind of have like a random chance of it working versus it not, but we'll keep trying. She is gonna age up. It's actually her birthday today, so I think we'll age her up kind of after we get done doing all of our chores here on the farm. But I think this is pretty much going to be it for Sorren. I think he's going to be up for the day because it is like 5 a.m. So I'm just going to go ahead and give him the seeds. I think it's going to be the easiest way to do this. I feel like he's kind of really carrying the family a little bit, because I just feel like Sage is maybe not, but it's, you know, it is what it is. So let's do a lettuce. We'll just kind of go down the line, planting the oversized crops. I think the lettuce was actually worth the most when we did it this last time, so I think I'll plant 2 of those. Oh, and then Sage needs to give him his grape. I'm gonna give that to him kind of just like as a gift. These are sorry, I had to fix that. Those were not in line. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what happened to me there, but they're fixed now. I think we'll just go ahead and plant. I was gonna have like random crops planted here, but I think we'll just plant some more oversized crops, because why not? I feel like they're worth more money. We can just do that. And then let's also collect eggs, and I want to go ahead and purchase another chicken. So we have a rooster, we have a hen, but let's go ahead and get a white hen just because we have a little bit of extra money. So let's go ahead and get her. Our rooster chick should be aging up soon, but this one we'll be able to get some more eggs. And I'm hoping that soon we'll be able to start getting some fertilized eggs. And then I also need to purchase a large animal. So I think we need to start with a cow, because I feel like it makes the most sense for them. Like I feel like they're sustenance farmers, so they need a cow. So we're going to get a cow. And let's come over here and let's socialize with the cow. Let's tell him a joke about mooing. Probably need to get Sage up just because I feel like she's been sleeping kind of forever. And let's see. She was coming in here to hold the baby, which is waking the baby up. She is just here to breastfeed her. I guess it's good. I don't think she was actually hungry, so maybe she's improving. I mean, I'm saying that, and she literally immediately got the like mood light that she's tense from being around this baby, but you're the one that woke her up, so that was your choice, girly. Let's go ahead and is there anything we can actually cook? If we cook off the grid, we can make fish on a stick, but I think fish on a stick is only like a single serving. We can make forager stew. So let's go ahead and make a family size of that. Let's make something for the family. And we've eaten a lot of fruit salad because I can always make it. Oh, Sorren wants to be neat. Okay, they're gonna have really bad compatibility. They actually already have bad compatibility. But I'm gonna say yes because I feel like he needs to clean up after her all the time. So I'm gonna let him do that because Sage needs to be cleaned up after. And because our refrigerator hasn't really been, you know, quite doing enough, why don't we try and gather water a couple times, and maybe that'll help. Our refrigerator will actually keep things cold for us. You know, trying to make it here. Our girl is level 6 with her skills. Oh, so yeah, it was Kellen that we became friends with, which is crazy because we've known him for a very long time. Probably should create a family recipe. I think we'll try to do a family recipe for every generation for this challenge. Our girl's just kind of taking care of her needs. She's eating. But I think she should kind of come out and look at the cow. She hasn't met them yet. We come socialize. Let's tell an utterly funny joke. I don't think she needs to be clean. I'm assuming she is. Yeah, she's clean. But let's go ahead and also milk the cow. We haven't yet, so that'll be something else that we'll have. Just more things that we could potentially cook with in the future. I'm trying to decide, we probably should consider doing some like windmills and things like that for this lot, just to try to help them have some sort of power resources so it can be a little bit easier for them. They are off the grid and don't have electricity, so it can be pretty tough, but they're making it. They're doing okay. And our cow is doing well. I think I also bought a friendly treat, and I think we should. They only had one, so I'm going to go ahead and give it to my cow. I know I could give it to all my other animals, but I think I'm gonna let it go to my cow. Okay, so we need to talk to the cow while they are under the effect of the friendly treat so that we can get our friendship up with them. I'm pretty sure that it's supposed to kind of help just boost your friendship with them while they're feeling friendly. Maybe let's clean her. Oh, okay, our rooster chick grew up. I've never actually seen that animation, so he did grow up. So hopefully we should get some hatchable eggs in the future. Sorren got the pottery skill. I'm assuming he's over there playing with a lump of clay. Also need to give him his grape, but while he's just kind of doing whatever, let's have him actually take care of all of our plants so he can come over and water everything. Well, Sage is determined to become friends with the cow. Let's pet enthusiastically. I don't know how long this lasts. Maybe do one more socialization. I think they're pretty much friends. Smother them with love. I think that's perfect. We're still acquaintances, but I think we're pretty close. Oh, Kelly would like to come over and hang out. Yeah, that's fine. I feel like him and Kennedy are always trying to get away from their home, which, you know, something to be said for that. I think he's taking a nap, and I don't think he watered my plants, but it's fine. Kellen's just gonna have to be there for a second. Let's let Sorren get up and welcome him in. This is his friend. Let's make a joke about marriage just because he still hasn't gotten that way. Okay, so does nothing need to be watered, or is she just not able to water? Because I've attempted this a few times and she hasn't watered these plants, and they look like they need to be watered, but I guess they don't, so I'm gonna let it be. Did come in to take care of the baby, which is good. It's an improvement. I think she still needs her diaper changed. She does. I'll have her do that, and I think we'll actually go ahead and age her up. It is time, so there's really no reason not to. Let's just age her up. I haven't really played with infants So this is probably a wild series to be doing that in for kind of the first time because we don't have anything. So we're gonna be struggling, but I'm gonna do it. We're gonna play. We're gonna play with infants. We're gonna play through the full Sage. This is a legacy challenge. We're going to know our little heir from beginning to end. So for this challenge, I am gonna randomize specifically for the infant phase. So she is Sunny. We'll have some goals we'll try to accomplish to get the rest of them. But I'm going to go ahead and have Sorren clean up everything. Then I'm going to have a Sage climb down on the mat just because I think that'll be better for her. I feel like you can get a lot more done with babies when they're on the mat. They can get more of their milestones done. Okay, she didn't do what I asked her to do, which is very like her. But she went to go potty, which is fine. We do need to breastfeed the baby. So you get up. She doesn't flush the toilet. It's such a mess. You come in here, flush the toilet. I want Sage to take care of the baby here. I know that's probably the thing that people complain about the most with infants is that it kind of like overtakes what your Sims are trying to do. But hopefully she is going to feed her. And then from there, we'll just put her down here. You can get rid of all of that. Flush the toilet. Still, he's dealing with his difficult feelings as well. Overall, they have a lot of good memories. So that's got to count for something, right? Oh, we do have the fox over here. Let's go ahead and shoo Berry away because I don't need a fox messing with my animals. And she still needs to give Sorren those grapes. It's so... Y'all know I'm used to playing with like a single sim because like in Rags to Riches, it's always just the one sim. Let's have her look at toys. Then let's give Sorren a romantic gift. Let's give him some grape because I think that would be sweet. So let's present him with a romantic gift and it is just going to be a grape because we know how much he wants to get into nectar making and so we want to support that. We know we have a lot of plants, but we don't have grapes. So this is what we're going to give him. I think Sage is going to be really proud of herself because she's thinking of her man. And I think he's going to like it. He better like it. If he doesn't, I'm going to be really annoyed. Okay, perfect. So he's got the grapes. I think it was a positive interaction. And he's going to go ahead and immediately come over here to the greenhouse and plant it. So he's gonna go plant that grape. Also, while I have him planting, I'm gonna go ahead and have him plant the daisy just because I think he's kind of thinking about it. And he's also, you know, he's thinking about it. He's thinking about their child. They kind of picked a name because they really didn't know what to do. They maybe didn't put as much time and thought into their child as they should have. So they're both kind of rethinking her name and they're just not entirely sure if their little one is a daisy or not. But before we wrap this part up, what I think I'm going to do is hop into cast because I want to check out the baby. So I have to go from Sorren. She's asleep. I can't pull up MC Command Center on her. So let's modify household and cast and let's check out the baby. So her name's currently Clementine, but I am almost certain that we'll change it. So let me know what you think. I'm between Daisy and Sunny for her name, which she does have the Sunny trait, which is very cute. And we are planting a daisy kind of for her. So I'm gonna give her just a quick little makeover. I think this little hair is cute. And we're keeping in mind that our colors for this generation are going to be a yellow. So I'm going to be sticking with yellows for her outfit. So I'm going to give her a quick makeover and then I'll be back and we'll see kind of what we think about everything that she ends up with. All right, so here she is. Here's our made over little one. So her everyday, her outfits are obviously very simple. It is an infant. So her everyday, her formal, her sleep, her party, her hot weather, and her cold weather. And I think her formal is my favorite. I think it's so cute. I do also love the lemons for her little sleepwear. I think that's also really cute. So I think she's very adorable. So that's gonna be her. Still thinking about what her name's gonna be. Let me know any ideas you have down in the comments below. But with that, I think we are gonna wrap this part up here. Sage is kind of still trying to get used to the idea of being a mother right now and managing the farm and managing her baby and her household and taking care of everything. It's kind of a lot. We'll let her take a shower by herself, so I guess we'll just look at Sorren taking a nap along with our little one taking a nap in the background. But make sure to let me know what you're thinking about the series so far. If you check out the rules down below in the description, let me know what you think about the updates. Do you think that this kind of makes sense? Do you like the way this is going? All of this is kind of a work in progress. We're building this challenge together, so I'd love to get any feedback that you might have. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you've enjoyed the video. And as absolutely always want to say thank you so very much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you who take a little bit of time out of your day to sit with me and watch these videos, and I will see you all next time. Bye.